Every good salesperson has to be updated about new technologies, new tools, because it's not just about delivering some results, it's also about working in a smart way.
So, what do you like most about your job as a sales manager?
A strong leadership, because sometimes you have to make some hard decisions
Mhm.
within some time.
Do you have some important tips you can share with me for the salespersons?
When you make the decision to learn a new language, it's essential to start thinking this language.
Hello, beautiful people. This is me, Abu Bakar. So, once again, I'm here with the new interview challenge. So, today I have a guest from Morocco, and she is a head of the sales. And let's start a conversation with her. And this is really productive for me and for you also because she's a new English learner also. So, definitely, we ask how she's become a fluent in English. Okay, so over to you, Ms. Zainab. Introduce yourself for our viewers.
Thank you, Abu. I would like, first of all, to thank you for having me, for giving me this chance to share my own experience with the field I was working in for almost 14 years, and then about my experience with learning English and public speaking.
Thank you so much. You introduce yourself and tell me about your career. So how do you become a sales manager? And tell me about your education background. So how do you start that?
So I actually I graduated in 2009 from university with a bachelor's degree in economics, business, and management. And I started as a young, inexperienced student as a sales assistant at that
Mm.
time, on the same year actually, and I spent like it was for a financial company,
Mm-hmm.
and I spent there 4 years, and like at that position, and my passion for sales started from that.
So you are so lucky, in this stage when you start your career. So that is your passion. So this is a plus point for you because this is a so rare case. Many times, I saw a lot of people didn't select passion as a professional. So after some time they stuck, and after some time they change his profession. So this is not a good way. So if you enter in this stage in your career or any profession, so you must have to select that land for a long time, 14 years almost. I think you've done your half life, and so definitely you are much experienced. So we are so much excited. So you share something about the sales. How do you become so much expert in this field? So we need you share your way of learning and your expertise. We are so much passionate to learn about you. So you can share with us your stories.
Yeah, absolutely. Like as you said, no one or not everyone got the chance to start on the field that get along with his professional and personal choices and ambitions. But as for me, I do believe that instead of just continuing the studies and getting specialized into some specific fields, it's better to start working after your bachelor's degree, to make sure that what you are going to pick as a profession later on will be where the thing that you are passionate about, instead of just figuring out that that wasn't the right choice to be in a situation to try something else, because it will be a waste of time, and sometimes some people aren't really dealing good with those situations.
Mm. Okay, let me ask you some question about your profession. So, what do you like most about your job as a sales manager?
Sales comes with many challenges. Actually, it's a really challenging field, and I think that this is the best way to improve problem solving skills. And it's also a good way to running your own business later on, as that was something I've dreamed of from many years before, even when I started in my career. Then the pay is performance based, including promotions and commissions. And so those are, in general, all the things that
Yeah.
make me love that
Yeah,
field.
this is a main things, they make you more happy and they interact you with your job, and they give you a more booster. You can more communicate with your job. Okay, I totally agree with you. Okay, so in this field, every new day you face a new challenges. So what's challenges you face in your life, especially on the in the sales department and the sales field? So how do you overcome that problems or that challenges?
Being a sales manager comes with a bunch of responsibilities when it comes to generate revenue growth and to meeting both team and individual targets. There is also the market changes and the competition that you have to deal with continuously.
Hmm.
So I think that to yeah, so I think that to face those difficulties or those struggles, it's really important to have a proactive planification. This is a must because this is your way to just know ahead what actions you have to do in different situations
Mm-hmm.
that may happen. Also important to measure the performance
Mm-hmm.
by implementing KPIs, the key performance indicators.
Mm-hmm.
There is also there are some other skills that are important as a strong leadership because sometimes you have to make some hard decisions
Mm-hmm.
within some time. And finally, an effective communication is also a must because you are dealing with different partners,
Mm-hmm.
shareholders, with the market, with the other departments, prospects, clients. So it's important to
Mm-hmm.
have a good sense, a good communication, and an effective one.
Exactly. And the one thing is really important for you, especially in this field, you must have to be update yourself all the time, because anytime you can face some difficult situation in your field, you must have to be aware yourself and from your field, because every time there is up and down in your field. So this is a really important thing. You can update yourself before when you meet with a new client or something like that. Okay, so when you decide to be start a new language, like learn the English language, so how do you feel can switch to another language?
Mhm. I wanted just to add something about the last point
Mm-hmm.
you highlighted.
Mm-hmm.
It comes to being updated about things that are happening and continue the studies and the training. Absolutely, especially in our era. I think that every good salesperson has to be updated about new technologies, new tools, because it's not just about delivering some results, it's also about working in a smart way when you integrate those technological tools that make things easier and it's
Exactly.
more effective when it comes to
Mm-hmm.
generate revenue as well. So sorry, what was your next question
Yeah,
about
yeah,
languages?
some of common tools like ChatGPT or DeepSeek, you must have to adopt that in your profession. Definitely, then you can easily communicate or easily you can engage new clients when you adopt that. Okay, so my next question is related with the English language. When you feel now you adopt the English language, and how do you start your journey with the English?
To be honest, I've struggled. I've struggled for a long time ago with procrastination. That was my biggest problem.
Mm.
And then later on, I've learned that this is a natural human behavior when we are about to do some activities that require efforts. And I've studied English in high school for 1 or 2 hours a week. That wasn't enough at that time. Then I enjoyed an English school for almost 1 year in my city. And I do think that the most effective transformation with my learning English happened with an online English teacher, and she was also an incredible life coach. Her name is Hafsa. She helped me actually to deal with my struggles when it comes to studying English, and I'm really grateful to her for putting me on the right track.
Okay, well, you speak English, and definitely you are living in Arabic country. So you speak the Arabic, and you tell me before the interview you speak the French also, and definitely there's a local language also. I think almost there's a 4 languages you speak at a time. So how much that all languages are effective for you or help all you in your work?
I actually speak Darija, which is the Moroccan dialect,
Mhm.
as well as Amazigh, Arabic, French, which is the first foreign language in Morocco. And actually, the fact that I am polyglot helped me a lot to gain confidence at my work. Like it helps learning or being able to speak many languages makes people being more confident about them, about their social appearances. And for me, English, that was just the next station. I'm sure that it needs to get polished. Like
Mhm.
it's not done.
Mhm.
I consider that languages we can learn as much as we want, but we will still all the time to get updated about languages or anything else that we are studying. But I like as well Spanish and Italian, and
Mhm.
maybe they will be the next languages I will put on my language learning journey.
Okay, well, this is a really interesting things you speak 4 languages or 5 languages. This is really interesting, and easily you can communicate with a lot of people all over the world. But this is a fact. Sometimes you're talking in English, and suddenly you don't want to change your mindset or you don't want to change your language, but suddenly you adopt or you suddenly you start your mother tongue or in Arabic. So did you face this situation?
To be honest, no, because I think that when you make the decision to learn a new language, it's essential to start thinking this language. Like I don't feel confused, and at the same time I've got the chance to be able to practice all those languages on a daily basis. I may speak Amazigh and or Amazigh with my parents, with my family, or some of my Amazigh friends. I speak Arabic when I join some online platforms with people who are studying English, who are studying Arabic. At work, I use French, maybe English with my English clients. So the fact that I'm practicing all those languages, it makes it easier for me to not struggle when I am speaking one of those languages.
Mhm. Okay, so do you have some important tips you can share with me for the salespersons?
I think that a good salesperson has to master many skills actually. As we say that a few minutes ago, an effective communication is important. A good sense of organization is a must because a salesperson is dealing with many things within some deadlines, so it's important to be organized and also being updated about technologies, as we said earlier. It's a good thing because it's better to work in a smart way than the hard way. I think that those are mostly the most important skills for a salesperson.
Mhm.
A good organization as well, and the most important part of the sales operation is the closing. So to
Mhm.
have a good sense of negotiation is a must as well, because you may chase prospects, but if you aren't able to close deals it
Hmm.
doesn't mean anything. So
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. If you close the deals, so that is the success of key for you. You can grow your business or you can
Yeah,
grow
and
your
it
boss business. Yeah. And so
exactly, and it needs a lot of patience because it's not
exactly.
easy actually. It needs
Yeah.
patience, yeah.
You must have taken time and be a patient to close the deal. Okay, so do you have plan to run your business?
Definitely. As
Hmm.
I think
Okay.
that this would be for me the rewarding.
Mm.
I'm currently working as like in a sales department for a company specialized in security solutions and new technologies. And I'm the head of sales department of the business unit specialized in manned security and facility services. And beside that, I engage in business development and networking for my account. So I'm confident that I will be able soon to run my own business.
Okay, still you carry on your study online or learning some languages. So how do you maintain your timing as a sales manager and doing job in office and studying online? So this is a tough thing. This is not an easy job. So how do you maintain your time?
You are right, actually, it's not something easy to deal with, but I do believe that a proactive planification is a must, especially when it comes to some long term targets. Then I like what I do, actually, I really enjoy my
Mm,
learning. I
mm,
don't consider even now learning English or any other language or any other skill as something I have to. I think about those things as joyful, and it gives me more, it prepares me to find time for it because I don't believe that within the 24 hours we have in a day, someone will not find some time for his personal growth.
mm,
If it's the case, it means that something is wrong. We can be busy with work, with family, with all the things that we have to deal with in our daily life, but it's also important for future. And for me, learning new skills and learning new languages is part of that. So I will definitely continue balancing or making some time for it. The planification, as I've said, is a must because instead of thinking about what you are going to do at that moment, when the plan is already done, whenever it's time, you will just do what you have to.
mm,
So it will give you more possibilities to just do things. And I
mm,
think that it's not about how long are you going to study or to learn.
mm.
It's all about consistency.
Yeah, this is
Like you
important
may
thing. Yeah.
be, yeah, at the beginning of every action, we are too excited about it. We
Mm,
may spend many hours working on that. But for me, it's better to do small things, to answer small tasks on a daily basis.
mm.
This way, you will make sure that you will not postpone those actions later on, and
Exactly.
you
Yeah,
to achieve them.
you must have to carry on this all process for a long time. After that, you can achieve your success. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the public is speaking is really important for a sales manager, for the salesperson, and you are a good public speaker. I'm watching from a long time you on the different Zoom meetings. A lot of members are there who speaking very well. So, how do you become a public speaker? Like, this is a lot of hurdles, a lot of problems you face. So, how do you achieve that all problems? And now you are a good public speaker. Could you share with me and with our viewers?
Yeah, actually, to improve my public speaking skills, I've enrolled on several online courses and I've earned many certificates from notorious universities such as Washington University, and they were about English public speaking. And I just jump into discussions whenever I got the chance, it's that easy. I never hesitate when there is a debate or anything that I can give my insights on. I am a member of many online communities. I got invitations from everywhere, and it's really a good thing because you are just in situation and you have to speak in front of public to give your insights, to deal with your fears. and to just build your confidence, because this is how it works, this is how it happened with experience. No one was born as a good public speaker. We become one with organization, when we make the decision, and when we do everything that it needs to become an effective and successful public speaker. Then I also consume a lot of content of public
Mhm.
speaking, TED Talks, some speeches, and I do have some idols like Michelle and Barack Obama, Vusi Tambikyu, and Oprah
Mhm.
Winfrey is
Mhm.
the best one.
Mhm.
I used to
Yeah,
watch
yeah, I
her
totally
show on
agree with
TV.
you. I totally agree with you. When you start consuming a lot of data, so one day start your speaking and you want to share with someone. This is important things. When you start consuming some things, so after some time, definitely you have the ability to share with someone. So this is a main thing for the public speaker. You must have to work on that for the beginners
Yeah.
when they want to become a more fluent in the public speaking. Okay, so what is the most interesting or famous things so far in your field you face?
Um, Actually, I think that there are many things that are rewarding about my job, and I think that one of the best moments I really enjoy are when I am passing on my experience and my knowledge to my team, as I used to receive earlier in my own career. It's really rewarding, and I think that for me, this is one of the biggest achievements, because one day I've received that, and now I'm passing it to the next, like to my team as next generation of sales person. I think that this is one of the most rewarding things I really enjoy about it.
Okay, so what's your advice for those people they are perfect in his field, but they want to adopt a new language, English especially? So what's your advice for those people? How to start become a fluent in English? And a lot of people, they comes to different Zoom meeting and there are comments on our interviews or our videos. They say we don't have any idea from where we start. So do you have some advice for those people?
Yeah, definitely. I think that proficiency is like in English business, for example, is important, because this is the key to open the door of promotions. You will be able to get open to the world as to become a world citizen, because
Exactly.
it will help you to gain, yeah, it will help you to gain more confidence about who you are. And I think that, English on itself, it's a beautiful language. And when you will start appreciating it, it will be easier for you to learn it. Then it will not kill you if you speak in public. You may make mistakes. You may feel bad because you are definitely going out of your comfort zone, but it doesn't mean that this is the end of the life. You would at least try when other people aren't even trying anything or risking anything. Then it's sometimes it's a good thing, even for people who aren't risk takers. I think that there is an excitement behind just taking this risk and to speak up in front of people. Sometimes we are just putting some brokers for ourselves. When we see it from outside, people don't really care about your feelings. Those are your internal feelings that may stop you from progress. And nothing is easy. No one is born skilled. There are some talented people, but a minority.
Yeah, yeah.
So as much as we do have possibilities to become better version of ourselves, I think that one time happen for everyone to learn a language skill or anything else that he is interested into.
Mhm. Thank you so much, Zainab, for all these interesting things you share with me, especially about the sales, about the English language, about your experience. That's really important for me and for our viewers, and especially your advice for the English learner. Definitely they must have to take a time and they push herself and stimulate ourselves. In initial stage, definitely this is so hard for everyone. There's some of people they are multi-talented. It's easy for them, but for majority this is a hard task when you start to adopt a new language. But gradually, when you are focused on your goal, so definitely you can achieve that in so easy or perfect way. And thank you so much once again for your time. And we have a few minutes. Do you want to say something for our viewers?
Yeah, I wanted just to thank you again. I really enjoyed this talk. You gave me this opportunity to share my ideas with people, and I hope from the bottom of my heart that someone somewhere will be influenced. But all we have talked about to make sure that they will improve later on and different sides of their lives. So thank you again, and see you later.
See you, and bye bye from my side.